The seventh and final phase of voting in the Indian elections is underway in 57 parliamentary constituencies across 7 states, ahead of results for the entire process on the 4th of June. Here's a look at the highlights for today and where things stand.
The 18th Indian national election is in its 7th and final phase. The electoral fight is for 545 seats in the lower house of the Indian Parliament. Representatives of the House are elected directly on 543 seats. The other two are appointed by the President. 487 seats were contested in the first 6 phases. The 7th phase will see voting on 57 more seats across 8 states and a union territory. Let's put this on a map. The states of Himachal Pradesh and Punjab will see voting for all their 4 and 13 constituencies respectively. The Union Territory of Chandigarh will also have voting in this phase. Parts of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Orissa, West Bengal and Jharkhand have already voted in earlier phases. Let's look at some of the key faces, starting with the biggest player in the political arena. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be contesting against Congress leader Ajay Rai in Varanasi. Modi had won the seat in 2014 and 2019 and is now eyeing his 3rd term from the seat. Interestingly, his rival Ajay Rai was once with the BJP but joined the Congress in 2012. Next, BJP candidate Kangana Ranaut. The actress turned politician is making a debut from Himachal Pradesh's Mandi constituency. She is facing Congress candidate and the royal scion Vikramaditya Singh. Coming to Punjab's Amritsar, where former allies BJP and the Shiromani Akali Dal have parted ways. Both are trying to snatch the seat from Congress's incumbent Gurjeet Aujla. Interestingly, the Sikh party has fielded a Hindu, Anil Joshi, and the BJP has named a Sikh, Taranjit Singh Sandhu, a former Indian ambassador to the US. And lastly, senior BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad is fighting to retain his Patna seat in Bihar. He is banking on his own and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's popularity. Congress has fielded Anshul Avijit, the son of former Lok Sabha Speaker Meera Kumar, against him. Coming to logistics, 1 million polling stations have been set up for the elections, with 15 million polling agents and 5.5 million voting machines. Voting starts at 7 AM local time and ends at 6 PM. Post that, exit polls will be published, predicting how the next parliament will look like. If it happens to be your turn to vote, go out and cast your vote. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
And for more on this, we're now being joined by correspondent Dharamjot Kaur. She's joining us live from Chandigarh. A very good morning to you, Dharamjot. All 13 seats in Punjab and lone Chandigarh seat goes to polls today. What is the mood like on the ground and how preparations looking like? You're joining us live from the polling booth there in Chandigarh.
Well, Raisha, it is a good morning here in Chandigarh. As you can see behind me, a decent voter turnout so far. Chandigarh has been one of those union territories that has never disappointed in terms of people coming out to cast their ballot. You know, in 2019, we saw about over 74.5% as the voter turnout, which was one of the highest across the country. And similar results are also expected this time around as elections are currently underway. Now, of course, heat, we've been saying, has been playing a spoil sport in the past few phases, and it has impacted voter turnout to a certain extent. But local authorities and officials here have been ensuring that they've made all sorts of logistical preparations, including drinking water, seating arrangements, fans, coolers, etc., to ensure that people do not face any discomfort when it comes to exercising their ballot. So that's the hope for today, Raisha, that more and more people will turn out in the last phase, and that the voters here in Punjab and Chandigarh will not disappoint.
Absolutely, Dharamjot. Also talk to us about, with no poll alliances being formed in Punjab, talk to us about the 4-way contest between Congress, BJP, AAP and the Shiromani Akali Dal, something which has not been seen before 1989.
Well, you're absolutely right, Resha. This time the contest in Punjab is going to be a very interesting one, especially because, the age-old BJP Akali Dal alliance is no more intact. They're both contesting independently, as is the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, which is very interesting because Congress and AAP have been an alliance in Delhi. They're also in alliance on the Chandigarh seat, but as far as Punjab is concerned, they are contesting alone. And this might have something to do with the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party, being the state government, in Punjab, wants to kind of, take that power move further and see how far they can go in terms of their popularity. Whether or not that works out for the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be a big question, because there are murmurs of dismay and frustration with the party as far as their unkept promises at the state level are concerned. So we really have to see how this goes for the Aam Aadmi Party and also for the ruling BJP, because the 2020-2021 farmers protest were a big movement. It's also going to be one of the biggest reasons that will have an impact on the ballot in terms of how people vote, since aftermath of those protests and ongoing, agitations in different parts of Punjab and Haryana will continue, to have some sort of an influence over the ballot that is being casted today. So it's very unpredictable for the state of Punjab. There is no saying which way this is going to go. And a lot of past trends are going to be broken. That is the expectation that a lot of analysts and even voters on the ground have, Aisha.
Dharamchand, we speak of the farmers' protests there, which may have a control of the ballot there. Also talk to us about some of the key issues that dominates the polls today in Punjab.
Well, Resha, speaking of the farmers' protest, of course, this is an agricultural state. So agricultural issues that have been, not just overnight issues, but, problems that have been piling on for years and decades, they are definitely at the forefront in terms of the issues and problems that voters are facing here in the state. The water crisis in the state is also a big issue in terms of a depleting water table, given the fact that this is an agricultural land, and that is also one of the biggest issues that they face over here in the agricultural belt of Punjab. Among that, there are other things including security concerns, certain issues and concerns around separatist and secessionist, candidates that are also contesting this election. But those are minor issues since they haven't really gotten a lot of traction in the past few months or the couple of years, in fact. So the biggest issue does remain, the water table, the depleting water table and the agriculture crisis that is at the forefront, given how this is one of the biggest occupations of the state. Resha.
Right, Dharamjot. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. We'll, of course, be tracking the polls today in Punjab with you very closely.